It's dangerous to say anything in college sports is a sure thing, but I really like where Georgia finds itself going into the final week of the regular season when it comes to the NCAA tournament bubble. Georgia now 20-9 overall, 8-8 in SEC play. I think they've done a very good job in the last couple of weeks of securing their spot, especially at a point where it kind of looked like things were trending in the wrong direction for Georgia. I think their win over South Carolina on Saturday was sort of the last hurdle they had to clear. That was a quad three game for Georgia. It was one of those don't lose games as much as it was a must win. Georgia takes care of business. You look ahead to what's left on the regular season schedule. You got a quad one game on Tuesday against Alabama, and you have a quad two game on Saturday at Mississippi State. Now, obviously, Georgia's able to win that game. That really helps their case as they try to move up in terms of seeding. As we record this on Monday, the last I looked at the CBS Sports bracketology has Georgia as a 9 seed. Obviously, they would love to try to move up before then. So you have those opportunities with playing Alabama, with playing Mississippi State. But I think if you lose those games, it's not going to be enough to hurt Georgia. With what they've done to this point in the season, they are now 10-8 in quad one and quad two games. Very respectable mark, especially that 5-1 record in quad two games. And I think really more than anything, we've had a lot of folks ask me over on Dogs 24/7, hey, have they done enough? Are they in? I think they're in one. They did a good job 2 weeks ago winning at Kentucky, which was a quad one win, winning at home against Texas the following Saturday. But you look at the rest of the bubble, it's a weak bubble to begin with, but you've got teams like Auburn, USC, Cal, UCLA, all teams that are really fighting to stay on the bubble, to try to get on the right side of the bubble. All four of those teams lost on Saturday, which obviously hurt their case, especially with several of those teams starting the weekend on the wrong side of the bubble. So I think Georgia, it's tough to say safely in, but I think they should feel good about where they are right now. You would love another win or two, even if you're able to also go and add to it in the SEC tournament. I don't think Georgia has to win any more games to be in the tournament, but you want to get in there. You want to try to improve your seeding as much as possible. And even if that doesn't happen, if 20 wins is the mark that Georgia ends the season and begins the NCAA tournament with, I think it's a huge accomplishment. Last year was the first time in a decade that Georgia made the NCAA tournament. If they do go to the tournament this year, it will mark the first time since 2001, 2002 that Georgia went to the NCAA tournament in back-to-back years. So I think Georgia's in great shape right now. Want to try to boost that resume before you get to Selection Sunday, but I think that they're in good shape and going to try to carry that in. And, really the goal at this point, get to the tournament and, hey, go try to win in the tournament for the first time in 24 years.